What's up guys, in today's video we're going to go over why case studies make ChatGPT recommend you over everyone else. Now you may be thinking, who cares? And the reason why you should care is because 800 million searches go out on ChatGPT per week. It is replacing Google right now, meaning your competitors are probably using ChatGPT to search for your industry, whatever that industry might be, over Google, which then leads on to the next point. There are only two outcomes. Your competitors show up or you show up. And from there are only two outcomes. You make money, your competitors make money. Now we are here so that you make the money and your competitors don't make that money. Now there are only two outcomes. This isn't like participation trophies. There are winners and there are losers. And so you're here because you're a winner and you want to rank #1 on ChatGPT. So let's jump in how you're going to do that using case studies. So reviews tell AI you're liked, while case studies tell AI you deliver. So ChatGPT doesn't just rank popularity, it demonstrates outcomes. So proof beats praise every time. So we're striving for proof, which is why case studies matter. So how does AI choose the best businesses? So reviews are seen as sentiments, case studies are seen as evidence, while metrics are seen as confidence. When two businesses look equal, AI breaks ties with proof. So let's look at what that would look like. AI won't guess, it defers to evidence. So if business A has 5-star reviews, generic praise, and no specific metrics, and business B has 5-star reviews, a case study about how they helped 50 patients reverse gum disease, and numbers and outcomes, business B will win every single day of the week because it has more proof behind it, even if they both have 5-star reviews. So why this puts you in a different league? Most competitors have 0 case studies, few published real metrics, and almost none structure proof clearly. This means that if your competitors do have case studies, but they're not structured correctly, you can come into the game even if you don't have any right now and put properly structured case studies, and you will start getting results that they are not getting when it comes to ranking on ChatGPT. So you're not competing harder, you're competing on a different axis. And this is key. That different axis is the winning axis. So what counts as proof to AI? So specific beats emotional. This is key. Specific results beats an emotional review. Measurable beats memorable. So high value proof examples are your written case studies with outcomes, before and after visuals, documented metrics, video testimonials with transcripts, which arguably is the highest converting case study you can have. Client logos if you're in B2B, industry-specific stats. These are the case studies and value proof that you want to strive for. And so I'm about to go over medium and low value proof, but one of these is equal to 3 of these medium value proof, which you should still strive for, and they're easier to get than these high value proof. So detailed text testimonials, named clients, contextual star ratings, and success statistics. Once again, you should still strive for these. These high value proofs are going to carry more weight, but for every 3 of these, it's equal to 1 high value proof, which leads us to lower value. These are still helpful, but that's your generic praise, an anonymous testimonial, and overall satisfaction claims. This is for every 5, it's equal to 3 of the medium value or 1 of the high value proof. Now, if you notice here, this is broad. So this is very broad, and this is very specific. So AI likes things to be specific. It likes specific data, specific details, because that gains trust more than something that's broad or vague that it can't tell if it's a real result. So generic praise versus specific proof. Why great service doesn't rank. A review saying great service will not get you ranking #1. AI can't verify vibes, it verifies facts. So weak testimonials are amazing experience, highly recommend. And strong testimonials are specific problem, specific solution, specific outcome, name and location. Now we're going to go over how to build these testimonials, but this will win every single day of the week over this testimonial. These arguably might not even get you ranked. They might think these are bought or bought it. So the simple case study formula, there's 4 parts to it. This is the minimum structure AI understands as proof. You need a problem, you need a solution, you need results, and you need a testimonial. So the problem, what was broken before? Solution, what did you do? The results, what changed? Numbers and timelines, that's your proof. Testimonials, client's voice in their own words. That's the real person coming in and validating what you're saying. So for number 2, this is your method or whatever you're selling, your solution. So number 2 is the easiest to come up with. What was broken before? This is going to be case specific for whatever case study you might be doing. As we're about to go into, pick the one you're most proud of within your business. The one that if you met someone in an elevator, what story would you give them on why your business gets good results? That's your first case study. That's going to be the heaviest hitting case study you have. So what a ranking ready case study looks like. You need a short title, a problem summary, a solution summary, results with numbers, and client quote. This doesn't need to be fancy. It needs to be clear. And once you get all these variables, these 5 variables, you can plug them into Claude. Claude will write you a great case study, but you need to have these results before you just go to Claude and have it make up something, because AI can tell when it's fake, and fake won't get you ranked, and it'll actually get you banned. So we're not going for fake at all. So where do case studies come from? Your proof already exists. Your biggest transformations, your biggest wins, your projects you're proud of, the results you wish prospects knew about. If you had to convince one skeptical customer, which story would you show? That is your powerful case study right there. And I'm sure as I read that, one came to mind, and that's key to remember. Now, before we move on, I want to bring one thing to your attention. This is exactly what we do for Advera. So Advera is my business where we help other businesses rank number 1 on ChatGPT. We have a 7-step process. This is step 6. The other steps I've made videos on previously. But if you don't want to do this on your own and you want it done for you, we're happy to handle it. Just click the link below, book a call with us, and see if we can help you out. So why is permission easier than you think? Because most happy clients say yes. When you offer it as an autonomous testimonial and frame it as helping others, people love being a success story if you respect them. So that means if you ask someone, hey, you got the best results of any of our clients, it boosts their ego. And when you boost someone's ego, you can easily get them to do what you want. That's why people who have like multi-level marketing schemes take the kids who are going to go do door-to-door sales out for breakfast and hype them up. Their ego gets high and they're going to go knock on doors. They're going to hit 250 doors in a day. So boost their ego and then ask them to do something for your business. So gathering these details, you're going to want to turn these results that you get from the people you've asked into content. What was wrong before? Why did you choose us? What did we do together? What changed? How do you feel now? What would you tell a friend? These answers become your testimonial and your case study. And here's another point. If you want to grow your social media as well as rank on ChatGPT, these are all different pieces of content, whether it's a photo with a quote or if it's a video. You could post a video of what was wrong before and what did we come and fix. That's a piece of content. You can also use this as ads. So not only are you getting a case study, you're also getting content to post to make your brand look even better. So there's no downside to doing this. Now, visual proof. Proof AI loves to see. If you're a healthcare business, before and after, charts, scans. If you're a service business, screenshots, graphs, dashboards. If you're B2B, logos, metrics, growth charts. Any business, just client photos and team photos. Visuals reduce skepticism for humans and AI. It's always a good metric to say, okay, if a human saw this, would this build more trust with them, knowing nothing about my business? If the answer is yes, AI is going to multiply that by 10. And you want AI to 10x your trust because they're then going to recommend you even more. And think about it simply. If you're a roofing company owner and you put a roof on someone's house and you write a case study saying, hey, we put this new roof on their house. It was leaking water before. We got this new one up there within a few weeks, and now their house has never looked better than before. If you say that, some people might be like, okay, cool. Like, how can I believe that? But if you have pictures of before with a leaky ceiling, and then you put the new one, people and AI are going to see that and say, okay, I want to go to this company to do my roofs. AI is going to start recommending you when someone looks for a top roofing company. So where do case studies live? And this is key. You want a dedicated case studies page, individual URLs per case study, clear titles and outcomes, and a call to action at the end. AI needs permanent URLs, not buried PDFs. If you have PDFs, it won't be able to find them. So the easiest way to do this is to have on your website your case studies page, and you might have 1 case study, 2 case study, 3, 4, 5, and then when someone clicks on one of these, it takes them to the actual case study page, which will then have your title, maybe an image here, whatever that is, and then it goes into the case study. Now, what do you do here? You put /case studies as the one that holds all of them, and then you do /case study, and you can either name it after the case study or just case study 1. The key is you want AI to be able to find this URL and go back to it to remember that you're qualified. So turn 1 case study into 10 signals. You can put it on your Google business profile. You can put it on your service pages, your blog posts, your social media, your email newsletters, your sales pages. Proof compounds when it's referenced everywhere. If you have 1 case study on your website, that's great. You'll start ranking more on ChatGPT. But if you have case studies plastered everywhere someone might look for you, your ads, your Google business profile, everything mentioned right here, your review sites, people will start to find them. They won't be able to get away from your case studies. And that just builds trust. It shows you're a real business that gives real results and has happy feedback from people they've worked with. So video testimonials, these are the highest trust format. Why AI loves them? You can have transcripts that are indexable text. So basically you don't have to write the case study. It's just the indexed text of what's said in the video transcript. It's longer on-page time. People are staying on your Google business profile, your Facebook, your website, longer than they typically would. It's harder to fake when a real person is talking about your business. It's easy to fake a written case study or testimonial. It's very hard to fake a video testimonial. And it shows transparency. So video proof collapses doubt instantly. Now, if you really want to put this over the top, combine this with the other elements of showing charts, before and after photos, on top of the video. That's going to just separate you from your competitors completely. So borrow credibility at a glance, instant authority, brand recognition, and AI sees established clients. This is why a client logo wall is so key. Link your logos to case studies for maximum signal. Now, let's say you worked with Walmart and you have your link and Walmart is one of your logos you have there. When someone clicks on Walmart, it takes them to your case study page, CS1, of when you worked with Walmart and the result they got. That's not only going to allow your customers to find the work you've done for other reputable brands, businesses, it's also going to allow AI to find those. So the numbers AI cares about, metrics that increase recommendation confidence, your number of clients served, your percent of success, your revenue impact, your years of experience, your procedures completed. Numbers turn stories into evidence. Now, obviously, for every industry, these look a little different. You're probably not going to have a revenue impact of putting a roof on someone's house. They don't make more money from that. But if you're a B2B company, you will have a revenue impact, and that's key. But even if you're a roofing company, your years of experience matters a lot. Your procedures completed matters a lot. Your percent of happy customers matters, and the amount of people you've helped matters a ton. So numbers validate your case studies that you're already putting out there. And so this is the 30-day execution plan. So how to actually do this? So in the first month, week 1, you're going to identify and get permission from your top case study. You're then going to write 2 to 3 case studies. Week 3, you're going to publish and update your website. And week 4, you're going to distribute that everywhere on your Google business profile, your Facebook, your Yelp, etc. All those other platforms, you're going to put it there. Now, ongoing, you're going to look for 2 to 3 case studies every month, a testimonial after every win. Every successful client that you service, you're going to ask them for a testimonial on the spot. And then you're going to track engagement. 5 to 10 case studies is elite tier authority. Now, why is this the case? This goes back to the moat that we've previously talked about in other videos. If you have 5 to 10 case studies and you're ranking number 1 on ChatGPT, and then your competitor down the road wants to start ranking, what do they have to do? They would have to get 12 to 15 case studies, assuming you'll get 2 to 5 case studies a month. they'd have to get 12 to 15 in their first month to even be close to you on those 15 case studies. Now that's assuming every other step they have to do, like their website schema, their local media mentions, their name, address, and profile consistency, their cross-platform reviews, their perfected Google business profile is in order. So that's why if you start ranking now, your competitors can't really touch you. So let's go into a few examples that are actionable that you can take and implement today. So this is just an example testimonial for a dentist. So the case study is reversing severe gum disease for Sarah M. Once again, that's an anonymous name, so she would easily give permission for that. So the problem, Sarah came to us with stage 3 periodontal disease. She was experiencing bleeding gums, tooth mobility, and was at risk of losing several teeth. They've acknowledged the problem. Previous treatments at another practice hadn't worked, and she was frustrated and worried. So you feel the emotional pull of this? We're talking about she had this big problem that seems like there's no hope. Then the solution. We created a customized treatment plan, including deep scaling, localized antibiotic therapy, and a strict at-home care regimen. Over 6 months, valued number that shows evidence, Sarah came in for monitoring appointments every 6 weeks to track her progress. The result, after 6 months, Sarah's pocket depths decreased from 6 to 7 millimeters to 3 to 4 millimeters. Her bleeding stopped completely and her teeth stabilized. She avoided the need for surgery or tooth extraction. Today, she maintains healthy gums with regular cleanings every 3 months. What Sarah said, I thought I was going to lose my teeth. Dr. Johnson and his team saved my smile. I'm so grateful I found them. So this is going to easily be any dentist that would have went to the dentist, it was a great experience, case study, or review. And this is why it's so important. ChatGPT is going to see this, it's going to love it, it's going to like the proof, and that it's actually helping people and recommend this dentist. So creating your first case study, there's 7 steps that go into this. You want to identify your best success stories. So think about the customers who had a significant problem you solved, achieved measurable results, were thrilled with the outcome, would be willing to be featured with permission. So ask yourself, who had the most dramatic transformation? What project are you most proud of? What result do you wish you could show every potential customer? Make a list of 5 to 10 candidates. Now step 2 is going to be get permission. Reach out to them either through email or text. This is an email template, just make it shorter and more condensed on text. You can even call them if you want. But say something like, hey, whatever their name is, I'm reaching out because your result with whatever outcome were so impressive. Would you be comfortable with us featuring your story as a case study on our website? We'd keep it anonymous if you prefer, using Sarah M. or a local business owner. Or we can use your full name and photo, whatever you're comfortable with. So we're giving them control. We're not asking you to use their name and likeness to make us more money. It would really help other people in whatever city understand how we can help them with whatever problem they have. Let me know, whatever your name is. Most happy clients will say yes. If they're hesitant, offer the fact that they can be anonymous. They can be Sarah, can be Sarah M. But this is structuring it as, hey, we know you're happy and got a good result. Would you mind giving us this so we can help other people get the same result and happy feeling you're currently experiencing? So gather these details, interview them, or send them a questionnaire. If you can interview them in person and film it, even if it's on an iPhone, just film it like that. That's going to do wonders for your business. But ask them, what was going on before you came to us? What made you decide to work with us? What did we do together? What results did you see? How do you feel now? What would you tell someone considering working with us? Now, all 6 of these you can plug into Claude and have it write you the case study. And then take one quoted part as the testimonial. And then write it up. Use the formula above. Their problem, this is 1 to 2 sentences. This was their situation before. Solution, what you did, 1 to 2 sentences. The result, specific outcomes. And then the testimonial, their quote. So all of this is going to only be 4 to 8 sentences. Once again, they're going to write it for you. So keep it specific. Use numbers, timelines, details. Focused on one story. Don't keep it broad. Do one specific story on how your industry helped them. Be honest, don't exaggerate it. AI can tell if it's over exaggerated, but if it's a huge transformation and there's a lot of proof, it will know that's a real story. Keep it between 250 and 500 words. It doesn't need to be a book. So then add visuals. For healthcare and beauty businesses, add before and after photos with signed consent. This is key. You don't want to get in a lawsuit. Then add progress charts, x-rays or scans with permission. For anything related to healthcare, always get permission. Permission is key. You don't want to be putting anybody on there without their permission. For service businesses, have a screenshot of results, revenue graphs, website traffic, etc. Photos of the finished work, a client logo for B2B. If you're working for a B2B service online, having a big client does wonders for your business just when people can see it, much less when you have a case study linked to that logo. And then for any business, just a photo of a happy client, if they consent, your logo, your team working. Step 6, publish on your website. Create a dedicated case studies or success stories page for each case study. Give it its own page or section. Add the client's name and photo, if allowed. Include the full story using the formula we just went over. Add image and screenshots. And end with a call to action. Ready for results like these? Contact us. Now your URL structure, like I said, it can be as simple as case studies, for this is the page where they land on. And then it's / reversing gum disease, / kitchen remodel Raleigh. The final step is link your case studies everywhere. Add them to your Google business profile. Share them on social media, especially in stories. It's a great place to share them. Link from the service pages. See how we help Sarah reverse her gum disease. If someone has gum disease, they're going to look at that. And AI is going to look at it when someone says, hey, I have bad gum, like my gums feel inflamed. What dentist should I go to? It's going to go to the one that has a case study on how they fix gum disease. Include it in email newsletters. Reference it in blog posts. So these are the 7 steps to create your first case study. Now your case study ideas by industry. This is to help you create them if you're still kind of feeling lost after we went over that. So for healthcare, a patient overcame a specific condition. Before and after transformations, avoided surgery through your treatment. That not only shows you helped them, but you also help them save a lot of money. Life quality improvement. For home services, whether it's HVAC, plumbing, electrical, etc., emergency solved quickly. So if your industry, if a big thing is speed, like plumbing, no one wants their plumbing broken for a week. If you can get out there within the day, that's a good case study. Cost savings from preventative maintenance, complex problem diagnosed and fixed. Old system upgrade. For professional services, whether it's revenue increase, problem solved, time saved, goal achieved. If it's retail or e-commerce, customer found the perfect solution. They solved an ongoing issue with your product, a unique use case. All of these are just ideas. You don't have to stay within these, but this is just to help you think. And if you notice one key trend, this is just why you're in business. If you're in business, it's to help people in healthcare. All of these are your goal of why people go to your business. That's your case study. Don't overcomplicate it. So how to leverage testimonials for maximum AI impact. So beyond case studies, testimonials also boost your AI ranking if done right. So what makes a good testimonial? A weak testimonial is great service, highly recommend. Has no specific outcome, has no timeline, no tangible results. But if it says Dr. Martinez and her team are phenomenal. I've been terrified of dentists my whole life, but they made me feel completely comfortable. They took extra time to explain every step, used numbing gel before the injection, and checked in with me constantly. For the first time in 20 years, I didn't dread a dental visit. If you have dental anxiety, this is your place. Jennifer L. Raleigh. So what makes it strong? A specific problem. That if someone asks AI saying, hey, I have dental anxiety, what dentist should I go to? You will come up. A specific solution. It explained the steps, the numbing gel, and the constant check-ins. The specific emotion and outcome, didn't dread the visit, and a name and location to build trust. So how to get better testimonials. Don't ask, can you leave us a review? Ask, would you mind answering a few quick questions about your experience? Then ask, what problem were you trying to solve when you came to us? What stood out about working with us? What specific result did you see? How do you feel now? What would you tell a friend considering us? Turn their answers into a testimonial and ask permission to post it. So as you've seen, that is just basically case studies and testimonials. You should not work hard to create these. Your customers have them created for you. It's just their experience. So this video went over, once again, why case studies make ChatGPT recommend you over everyone else. And if you found this helpful, if you would like this implemented in your business, but you don't want to do it for you, that's why we have Advera to Done For You offer. We help you rank #1 on ChatGPT. So click the link down below. You can book a meeting with me. We can find out what you need to do to rank #1 on ChatGPT and see if it makes sense to work together on that. But I hope you found this video helpful. Comment if you have any questions down below.